So this awesome taxi driver figured it out for us. And Vivi, I'm taking you to a Michelin-star rated restaurant. No joke. It's a Michelin-star rated restaurant.
This is the cheapest one though.
Wait, you know about it?
Yeah, I heard of it. You should just film that.
Okay, just stick your menu, dude. All right, so you gotta fill out what we want. This place is crowded. So we're here at Tim Ho Wan, and it's a Michelin-star rated restaurant, the cheapest one in the entire world. And it's just dim sum. It's your average kind of dim sum restaurant, but for some reason every year it gets the Michelin-star rating and goes into Michelin restaurant guides. So I want to see, after reading all the reviews and hearing all the hype and all this kind of crazy stuff, that is it the best dim sum restaurant I've ever been to, number one? And number two, do I think it deserves a Michelin rating? Not that I'm qualified to say, since I've never been to a Michelin-star restaurant. I'm gonna eat something that foreigners never eat, and that is the chicken feet. I know it's weird. I keep seeing it on like late night shows as like a food punishment.
Oh, that.
It's not that bad. But anyway, I'll say this. It's better than any other version I've had of that before. It's just cinnamony, it's savory, it's got this kind of like Chinese herbal flair to it. It's so stewy and nice that the bones don't get stuck when you're chewing them up because it's nice and tender and the meat kind of just falls off the bone. Very good.
Just kind of plain. Are you really sure this is the Michelin-star restaurant? To my taste, it's just regular, really regular.
Next up we have the shrimp dumplings. I think it's probably one of the most common menu items ordered at dim sum restaurants, and one of my favorites as well. The sticky rice gluten on the outside is a lot thicker here than at most places. And the thing I like about this is instead of dressing up the shrimp with all kinds of like sweet sauces or cooking it in kind of fancy ways, it's just a really good big piece of shrimp, not that like really small river shrimp stuff. So it's super sweet, super simple, very good.
Are you sure this Michelin-star restaurant? Because it's really just not that impressive. How much do you order? And they just cover my chicken feet. I need to take it.
Vivi, what's this? What am I about to try here? It's a liver. What kind of liver? Pig liver. So just a pig liver. Interesting. Not a normal dim sum item that I've usually consumed, but let's try it out.
They have the pig liver in it. It's unbelievably disgusting. They have that like gross organ taste in it. They make it too strong.
That's really weird. Usually liver is like crumbly in your mouth and kind of dry. This is like almost like a trampoline. I didn't expect it to be so chewy. Now, one of my favorite things at any dim sum restaurant really are the meatballs. And I love the kind that come with a black vinegar sauce. They're usually really, really good. And this is definitely one that I've been looking forward to, so let's try this out. Okay, that's incredibly hot. There's no substance to that. It's almost like, I don't know how to explain. It's almost like if meat could be soggy, that's what that is. There's no bite to it. Well, I've just been told from behind the camera, actually, it's fish.
Don't really have that much flavor in it. It just really just tastes really bland.
And that makes a lot more sense to me now. But it does feel like it's kind of held together with some starch or something, kind of like a cheap way to make a fish meatball. I've had shao mai many, many, many times in my life. And there's lots of ways to do it. I've seen ones that are really expensive with lobster and crab and all that kind of stuff in it, but this is just your average shrimp one.
Another really regular food. It's normal.
I don't know if this restaurant in particular has their, hands deep in the pockets of Michelin or something, because I don't think I could taste the difference between that and a frozen shao mai.
Actually, this one tastes very good. I like this one. And I tried several times here. Every time I was really excited. Oh, finally I can get a best dim sum. But actually, I got disappointed every time. No surprise. It's just not anything like remotely can make me say, wow. No.
Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed because I told Vivian, apologies to my wife, that I was going to take her to a Michelin restaurant. And actually, it turns out that I can, in my third-tier city in mainland China, get better dim sum for cheaper, actually. I think it's all hype at this point, but I don't know why they continue to renew it. Because maybe at one point it was super, super good, but why do they continue to renew the Michelin rating here? I open this question out to anyone on the internet who's been to Hong Kong and has actually tried this out, because I really don't think it's the best in the world, that's for sure. Nice job. You sure you work in TV?
I'm tired. I'm off.
I'm sorry.
We are going to eat tofu flour.
Tofu flour. Well, we'll find out what that is when we actually get there.
Okay.
So you were calling it tofu flour, Wing, and it looks like they're calling it Daily Fresh Stone Mill Soya Bean Milk Tofu Pudding.
For daily products.
I'm just gonna call it tofu flour like you. It's a bit simpler, right?
Okay.
So from what I can see, it looks like basically they're using soybeans to make fresh tofu, right?
And other dairy products you can see.
Tofu dairy products.
The soybean milk or the
I think the tofu flour is probably good,
okay.
but no sugar.
No sugar. Okay.
No, or else I'll die. So how do I go about eating this? Because I know up in northern China, they like to eat it salty.
Really?
Yeah. And down south, they like to eat it sweet. And I can tell there are some different sauces around here.
Yeah.
But should I just try it by itself first?
Okay.
Okay. Nice little pillow. Very soupy. I will say it has absolutely no taste, but it's not a bad thing. You can taste how just kind of the pure it is, I bet a lot of soy products in mainland China, they're mixed with all kinds of chemicals. You can tell this is just made of soybeans, and that's kind of cool.
Actually, Hong Kong people or Hong Kong kids, they love to put a lot of brown sugar here.
I see what you're doing there, really dressing it up. I just found out if you smoke an e-cigarette in Hong Kong and it has nicotine in it, it's like 2 years in jail or 150,000 Hong Kong dollar fine. And that's really worrying because I've been openly doing it the whole time. I don't usually admit that, but I thought it was an interesting fact because I just saw a sign that said that. And it was really worrying, very, very worrying. Just started raining, but we're gonna go to one of my favorite places in Hong Kong. I haven't been there in a long time. I actually filmed an episode there probably like 4 years ago, actually with Wing. And we walked around this awesome place and we tried a bunch of awesome food and stuff. But I remember that video, and I remember I was really fat. I was fat as hell back then. So it's gonna be interesting to do this as thin sea milk. You remember that? Yeah, we ate it there. We went to this Tai Po Market, right? Anyway, Tai Po Market is a place where all the young people go to buy all the ingredients that they need to cook, but also a lot of little restaurant stalls set up there. So you can eat like the freshest of the fresh. And there's tons of like really good stuff there. And like Anthony Bourdain's been there, all kinds of crazy famous people have been there. So we're gonna go have dinner there before we head out. What the hell are they doing? Ingredients and also these little restaurants set up, and you can kind of just go in this massive hallway. It's kind of like a food court, except number one, way more delicious. And
Marriage hitting rock.
our marriage is at rock bottom. So where are we, Winston?
We're currently in no man's land. We're in a patch of land between mainland China and Hong Kong.
Well,
So
spin
right
with
here-
me.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
How do we get here?
By car,
By what car?
a Tesla.
Let's go.
Ah, no, my seatbelt on! Oh my Lord Almighty again.